All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from the Atlanta Roval. Patrick Pieper and Indy Kirchenbauer on the front row. Chad Johnson, Kirk Marble on the second. Richard Craig and Jacob Morgan of the third row. Ryan McDaniel, Jaden Dahlberg on the fourth. Corey Bowdnott and Pudge rounding out the top 10. Andrew Thornton starting in 11th next to Eric W. in 12th. Tyler Ott starting in 13th. Austin Ruskoff in 14th. Kenny Storkson, Aaron Brill, and Brian Hewitt round out the 17 car field. Looks like we may be getting a standing start here. All the drivers getting on the grid. No, they are going to have a pace lap here. And Jaden had some problems there in qualifying. Jason Coleman was eating a bacon cheeseburger and some hater tots. And if anybody in the comments gets the hater tots reference, well, you will have my undying respect. And we can be friends. Sounds like he does have some. How's it going tonight, Envy? And remember, folks, after the Roval race, we do have the Oval here. And after the Oval tonight, to celebrate the season finale, a demo derby. A lot of the drivers were looking forward to that demo derby. I think you'll see some of the drivers toward the back late in the Oval race likely hit pit road for their final fast repair. Things will definitely get interesting out there for that. Down the back straightaway towards turns 3 and 4. Remember, a 10-minute heat and the 20-minute feature. No points for the heat. Everything is decided in the feature, and those two cars on the front row are the two cars battling for the championship. Here they come out of turn 4. Jason, not quite yet. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. The season finale from Atlanta is underway, and Pieper, already some bumping into one. Several cars off, back behind. Look like some chaos midfield. Jacob Morgan, Kirk Marble, Richard Cragen, Brian Hewitt, all involved. We'll take a look at those first lap incidents here in a moment. Envy after the Oval race. Although it looks like they are getting started a little early. Patrick Pieper, Indy Kirchenbauer continue to be nose to tail. Hewitt has towed to pit road. He has had several problems. Pieper out front, Indy in second. Chad Johnson currently running in third. Then a bit of a gap back to fourth place, Corey Bowdenot. That guy currently runs in fifth. Dahlberg up to sixth. Tyler Ott up to seventh. Andrew Thornton in eighth. Kenny Storkson in ninth. And Eric and Bob Ross up into 10th. As Indy shoots under into turn one. Pieper trying to fight back on the high side. Oh, Pieper sideways out of the turn. Gathers it up, but Indy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at some of the early incidents. Headed down into turn one, that inside line stacks up. Marble goes wide. Kirk was able to recover. Jacob Morgan also got caught up in this, went wide in the 24, but gets slammed and bumped into the wall. Brian Hewitt's problems began. He made it clear through one, and then out of it, slides down into the grass, into the wall, right in front of Morgan. He goes around hard. And after Jacob Morgan bumped into Hewitt, wow, Jacob could not get the car to stop. He goes way off track. Austin Ruskoff, Jaden Dahlberg, Kirk Marble, and Jacob Morgan have all also recently had issues, but the leaders are battling closely. Well, looked like Indy sent it deep into that corner, made it stick. Pieper, holding his rhythm, pulls back up. Ryan McDaniel has now moved into fourth. Tyler Ott to fifth. Tyler Ott now 8 spots into fifth. One of the biggest movers, currently the biggest movers, Eric, back in ninth, up 9 spots. Does not look like Pudge is taken to the grid tonight. Taking a look at some of the other issues, Kirk Marble a little bit slow. Not sure what caused his slowness. Jacob Morgan, heavily damaged, can't hardly get the car moving. He eventually went to pit road. Jaden Dahlberg headed off down the front straightaway towards turn one. Oh, on the brakes, Big Bobble slides over but gets it stopped. And Austin Ruskoff back behind, also headed toward turn one. He overshoots it as well into the grass. Keeps it on the asphalt after coming out of the grass and gets her going again. Definitely an interesting start to this one, to say the least. Envy, it's the 10-minute heat, then the 20-minute feature. And I do believe that will be the way they do it, as Pieper looks to the outside when the Street Stock Challenge comes back for Tuesday night in October. Wow, Pieper, that might be the most air I have seen anybody get. When the Street Stock Challenge returns in October on Tuesday nights, it sounds like that will be the same format. Austin Ruskov has had a problem and gone to pit road. There's Austin headed toward turn one. We've seen several drivers have a... Whoa! See if we can get a little bit different angle on this one. Heads off into turn one, onto the brakes, and slams into the inside wall. Jaden Dahlberg has had a problem. Dahlberg coming through the infield. Oh, we mentioned it early on. A lot of drift and a lot of sliding here tonight. So Pieper currently has the lead, but Indy still right on his bumper. Yeah, that's a pretty good assessment, Envy. Chad Johnson quietly staying with the top two, hoping for a mistake. He has been able to hang with them since the drop of the green. Neither one of these top two can afford to make a mistake, or he will take that position. Indy show Pieper on the brakes hard. Indy to the outside, goes wide. They both save it. But Chad is right there. Pieper back into the grass. These two are pushing it to the limit. Indy right sides in the grass. Those two pushing it has allowed Chad to get in there, but he can just be patient and continue waiting. Tyler Ott now back in fourth, Corey in fifth, Ryan in sixth, Eric up to seventh, Storkson now up in eighth, Richard Cragen in ninth, and Jaden Dahlberg holds on to 10th. Down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4, nose to tail as checkers come out for heat one, and at the line it'll be Pieper by a couple of inches. And well, Pieper stuck the finish. Indy comes home in second, Chad Johnson in third. Remember that they will advance with their finishing positions into the feature here in just a few seconds. Jason, not that I'm aware of, buddy. The rest of the drivers completing their final lap here. Eric W. and Bob Ross survived the heat this time. I think undamaged. Storkson celebrating at the back. Ryan McDaniel has a good finish in the heat, comes home in 6th. Can he use that starting position in the feature to get a top 5 here tonight? On to the feature. This is where it counts. Patrick Pieper and Indy on the front row. Chad Johnson, Tyler Ott on the second. Corey Bowdenock, Ryan McDaniel on the third row. Eric W. and Kenny Storkson on the fourth. Richard Cragen and Jaden Dahlberg round out your top 10. Aaron Brill, Kirk Marble starting 11th and 12th. Austin Ruskoff in 13th. Jacob Morgan in 14th. Andrew Thornton starting in 15th, Brian Hewitt in 16th, and Pudge is not in the race. So this is the race for all the points and all the glory. Indy Kirchenbauer only needs a top 5 finish to secure his championship. And by winning the championship here tonight, he will surpass his dad's number of championships in this league. To win the championship, Pieper would have to win the race, and Indy would have to finish 6th or worse. Chad Johnson could be the spoiler in this race, as we saw. And several wild card. Austin Ruskoff is starting from pit road. Might be a good idea considering the way turn 1 went at the start of the heat. Anybody have any last minute predictions you'd like to make here before this thing pops off? Because I have a feeling it's going to get wild. And remember, they will likely have to make a fuel stop too. Taking a look down from the How to Suck at iRacing blimp as the drivers come through 3 and 4. I think the blimp had the zoom turned up a little too much tonight. Jaden Dahlberg predicting Kenny Storkson gets wrecked. We will definitely keep an eye on that. Well, Dahlberg could definitely have an impact because he's starting Dahlberg starting right behind Storkson. That prediction may come true in turn 1. And remember, we saw a few drivers late in the race miss entry into turn 1, go all the way through. There is no barrier there, so if somebody misses that, they could impact drivers coming up onto the banking. As here we go. The feature from the Atlanta Roval is underway. The title will be decided here. Pieper and Kirchenbauer, Indy even. Indy gets out ahead. Jacob Morgan, problems again, back behind. Austin Ruskov has left pit road, is out on track. Chad Johnson up in third, hanging on. Tyler Ott in fourth. Ryan now up into fifth. Corey Boundnot in sixth. Jaden Dahlberg up to seventh. Richard Cragen up to eighth. Storkson in ninth and Kirk Marble in 10th. Whoa, we've got some bumping here. Marble bumping Storkson down the backstretch. A little bit of bump draft into clear Cragen, and it works. But will it cause a problem? Going into one, they're going to be 3 wide. Storkson backs out. Oh! Dahlberg goes off track. Let's take a look at a couple of the early incidents. Jacob Morgan on lap 1, coming through that first couple of turns, right beside Andrew Thornton. Oh, he goes wide into the grass, locks him up and stays out of the wall. Then that 3 wide as they headed off into 1. Dahlberg just sliding through the grass, manages to keep it out of the wall and gets it going, but loses a ton of ground. Jason, that is a possibility. If we get a chance to interview him, we'll ask him. Chad Johnson just set the fastest lap so far. Sitting back there in third. Remember, throughout the heat, Chad was able to stay with the top 2, and he is hanging with them again. Whoa! Johnson got some air that time. Envy, I have to say, I kind of dig that too. Now guys, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Especially check out YouTube. All of the shorts from tonight's race will be coming out over the next week. Probably this weekend. Plus all the previous races, all the shorts from all the previous races, and so much more. Ryan McDaniel has had a problem. back behind. Ryan coming through the tightest section of the infield. It looks like Ryan is off pace. Austin Ruskov closing in. See what happened a moment before with Ryan going off through the grass. He just goes a little bit wide. Best I can figure, he got a slowdown on that. Brian Hewitt also having a problem. Brian Hewitt headed off towards turn 1. Oh, just barely kissed the grass, but enough to send him around a hard hit. He drives in reverse and tried a J-turn. It kind of worked. He used the wall to help. Top 3 still all right together. I have to say, I like Chad Johnson's strategy. We saw the battling between Pieper and Indy in that first heat. Chad lingered just a half second or so back. Just waiting on a mistake like that. Chad Johnson takes second. Patrick, after the infield slide, drops back to third. Chad does seem to be a little bit more conservative here tonight. Envy, no, the only two actually within range are Indy Kirchenbauer and Patrick Pieper. But Chad is definitely letting them know he is there for the new season this fall. A lot of drivers have started coming in for their fuel. Pieper is in, Tyler Ott is in, Kenny Storkson is in, Kirk Marble is in. Fuel stops underway. Hey, good evening, Colby. Hutch was here for practice but did not grid. Indy's lead starting to grow over Chad, now 1.7 seconds. As multiple drivers have had incidents back behind. Andrew Thornton, Richard Cragen, and Eric W. There's Thornton coming through that tight section. And just gets loose right in front of McDaniel. Ryan manages to save it. Oh! Very close call there. Richard Cragen coming out of the infield up onto the banking. And, oh, just hits the angle wrong. Gets her slowed down and gathered up. No damage. He'll stay in the fight. And Eric coming down through the infield section. Gets loose into that tighter section. Whoa, Bob Ross really got one heck of a ride there. Indy's lead now growing 2 seconds over Chad Johnson. The top 5 have not been to pit road. That top 5 and Eric W. the only ones that haven't been to pit road. Eric having problems right where he had that issue a moment ago. He has towed it in. I really expected that crest in the infield that Brill's going over to be much more of an issue. A lot of the drivers did as well. We've seen multiple drivers catching air through there. Fortunately, it has not caused any problems yet. Chad Johnson, one heck of a run here tonight. Patrick Pieper is now back in 12th place. Pieper got a pit road speeding penalty. His championship hopes now rest on Indy making a mistake. And thinking back through this season, I don't know if we've seen Indy make a mistake yet. Jaden Dahlberg gives up 5th place. He is on his way down pit road. Looks like Indy may be pulling a page from his dad's book, stretching the fuel as far as he can. Ryan McDaniel has drifted back to 14th, said turn 1 got him. We have seen turn 1 take out a lot of fast cars here tonight. Indy is on his way to pit road. Chad Johnson follows him in. Only Aaron Brill in 3rd, Andrew Thornton in 4th, left to pit. Envy could very well be what these two guys do. We'll definitely be watching pit road speeds and pit stop time. They are not going up for tires. Andrew Thornton has assumed, oh, holy crap! Andrew Thornton has had a major problem in turn 1. Coming down the front straightaway toward turn 1, misses his braking point. Ouch. See if we can see how badly he got the wall there. It's obviously hard on the brakes, slides through the grass, and just gives that wall a little kiss. Five minutes left to go at Atlanta. Kenny Storkson has had a problem and towed it in, but Chad Johnson has the lead after pit stops. Indy in second, just a half second back. Kirk Marble in third has now come into the picture. Kirk less than a second behind the top two. Andrew Thornton is finally making it into pit road. Let's see what happened to... Whoa! Indy's looking to the inside for the lead. Oh, Chad goes wide into the grass but saves it. And Kirk took the opportunity. He is close right to their bumpers. See what happened to Storkson that took him out of the race. Looks like turn one may have struck again on the brakes, and just not enough brake slams at turn one wall. That has caught a bunch tonight. Indy has gotten by Chad Johnson to take the lead. Chad Johnson still close by in second. Kirk Marble lurking not far behind in third. Tyler Ott in fourth. Corey Bowdenot in fifth. Richard Cragen now up into sixth. Patrick Pieper still trying to fight past that speeding penalty in seventh. Jacob Morgan in eighth. Aaron Brill in ninth. And Andrew Thornton currently 10th. Austin Ruskoff has fought back to 11th. Ryan has fought back into 12th. Brian Hewitt has had all the issues tonight. Still in the fight in 13th. Indy looking a little slow coming out of the infield. Chad Johnson right on his bumper. And Kirk Marble still right there. They do have to be a little bit careful coming up onto the banking. We have seen a few of the drivers get caught by that banking too hard onto it. It will send you around. They all make it through turn one as Ryan McDaniel has a problem back behind. Richard Cragen back in fifth is closing the gap currently on Tyler Ott. Jacob Morgan has moved up into 8th. Aaron Brill in 9th. Thornton in 10th. But Indy Kirchenbauer still has the lead with Chad Johnson, Kirk Marble right there with him. They should get the white flag this time. Looks like some lap traffic may come into play on the final lap. We shall see. Chad all over Indy's bumper. Kirk sent it deep. Chad sent it even deeper. Chad Johnson has just shot past Indy into the lead. Whoa. Kirk Marble battling with Indy for second. That is exactly what Chad wants to see in his mirror, these two fighting. Kirk has a run to the inside on Indy. They pull back up to Chad. Kirk's gonna try down on the apron to see if he can get an advantage. Could not take advantage of it, but he's in the draft. Down the back straightaway, hoping for the slingshot through 3 and 4. Chad Johnson held that car back as long as he could, and on the final lap with full send, Chad Johnson wins at Atlanta. Indy Kirchner comes home in second and wins the title. Kirk Marble coming home in third in the last lap battle. Wow. Let's see if we can talk to our top three, starting with Kirk. Kirk, man, that last lap, you really gave it all you had.
I really was. Like, I don't even know how I ended up where I was. I just pitted early, and next thing I know, like, the 2 leaders right in front of me. I'm like, oh, all right, I guess I should try a little harder.
Well, you definitely did on that last lap, man. That was one heck of a run tonight.
Yeah, I'd say I might have cost Indy the win by trying to go for second there, but you got to go for it.
You definitely do, man. It was one heck of a battle. Great job. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug.
Kirk comes home in third. Indy comes home in second and wins the title. Indy, you came home in second, but you came home with a championship. You now have more than your dad.
Yes, that's pretty cool. I'm 100% so far, so I'm excited for the next few stock series.
Well, it's definitely going to be awesome out there. Looking forward to seeing you. Man, you have put on one heck of a season to pull this off. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I think on that last corner coming, Kirk got a run on me and went under me. I feel like if I would have hit that bottom, I would have been closer with the draft to whoever was in first, and I think I could have got him there, but I mean, it's not his fault. He's trying to race me, but that was a really close race there.
It definitely was a close race. You did an amazing job tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, thanks.
And finally, our winner. Well, maybe not. Okay, it does not look like Chad is available for the interview. If he comes back while they're warming up for the oval, we'll make sure to get a word with him. Great job, great win by Chad Johnson. Folks, don't forget, don't go anywhere. They're going to get out here on the oval here in a few minutes. And don't forget, tonight ends with the Demo Derby. Stick around, everybody. All right, folks, we are back. Obviously, the drivers are out on track. Practice is underway. We do have a few housekeeping items to take care of, but didn't want to leave you guys sitting there waiting, so we're going to let you watch some exciting moments here in practice, and folks will be back in just a few to talk to you, but enjoy watching your favorite drivers go around. Just received word that the beer stand is out of beer. That could be a catastrophic problem here tonight. While you have a few moments, folks, don't forget to run over to YouTube, give us a follow. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTubes. Kirk Marble saying it's going to be a wild one. Oh, yes, indeed. Also, don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 7 Eastern. Home Motorsports begins their playoffs. Immediately after that, the beautiful Unicorn will lead the community convoy. They're going to get some trucking in tomorrow. And of course, Sunday morning, GT3 NSS is back on track. They are recruiting. Any of you guys out there want to do some GT3 driving? Let us know. We'll get you hooked up. And of course, Sunday evening we have BRR followed by SMR Racing. BRR Cup Series, SMR Gen 4 Series. A lot of the drivers you're seeing here tonight are in one or both of those groups, so come out and cheer them on. And of course, Monday nights we have Jones BS Racing. Right now, we do not have anything on Tuesdays, but that will change October 15th when the C12 Motorsports Street Stock Challenge returns. It's going to be awesome doing a full season of these street stock races. Man, I can't begin to tell you how hyped up I am about that one. Let's make it the biggest broadcast ever when they return. And 3 weeks from tonight, the C12 Motorsports Cup Series returns as they take the next gen cars out on track. That's going to be a lot of close, exciting racing. I have to say, during the summer, our broadcasts do slow down a little bit. A lot of leagues have people out on vacation, but C12 has definitely put on one heck of a show these past few weeks. And, man, starting in 3 weeks, things are going to start ramping up even more. We got Home Motorsports playoffs starting tomorrow. BRR playoffs are coming soon. We'll have C12 Motorsports back soon. Jones BS Racing continuing, and they're talking about next season, him and the mini stocks. That's going to be fun. Plus, next month is our 4-year anniversary. In fact, 4 years ago today was the event that triggered the birth of How to Suck at iRacing. I was thinking about it earlier this morning. I have not thought about it since. It's actually pretty cool now that I think about it. But 4 years ago today is when Iowa had that Jericho, and that caused a chain of events that just several weeks later brought about the birth of How to Suck at iRacing. And I have to tell you, back then, I was happy to have 20 to 30 followers, but man, you guys have been so great to me, to Angie. And I have to say, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you guys so much for being here, for everything you all do. Since it is the season finale, let's see if we can get a word with our fearless leader, Patrick Pieper, about the plans for the next season. Hey, Patrick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, how you doing, Doug?
Hey, doing great, man. It's been a fun night. Let's start off with the obvious thing. A speeding penalty took away your championship hopes.
Yeah, you know, it did just take away my championship hopes regardless of how the race would have gone. I would have just liked to stay out there because me and Andy were having a hell of a battle. So, I mean, that's honestly, like I said, I don't care where I would have wound up. If we could have just kept what we were doing from the heat race up until the time I pitted throughout the race, that would have been an all-time race for me because that was so fun battling him, exchanging sliders in turn one there and dive bombing each other in other turns. It was a blast. So that's why I was mainly pissed about getting the penalty. I didn't really care about the championship. I'm just here to have fun.
Well, man, it has been a lot of fun. It's been an awesome season. Obviously, this season is definitely going out with a bang, but already the plans are in place for the next series.
Yeah, I already got the schedule sort of hashed out tentatively, and just kind of need to coordinate with a few people here and just kind of finalize things with Ryan and also hopefully a potential sponsor, and then everything will hopefully be a go. You know, it's been a great group running with these guys. I know there's a couple guys with the move to possibly Tuesdays that might not work, but I still want to kind of keep things going, even if maybe this, like, you know, we go through the second season, we keep doing special events here and there, hopefully bring those guys back in because they've been an asset to how the racing's gone here.
I have to say, the racing has been epic. You know, I broadcast a lot of street stock over the last 3 years. This has been some of, if not the best street stock racing. Will the format stay the same going into the next season?
The format's going to stay very similar. I mean, I used this season just as a test bed. So, like, for instance, like how we changed over to the heat race format last week with Road, that's going to stay the same. There's no plan on changing with that. We might implement a pit stop for the oval side of things to cut fuel down, so everybody has to come in for make sure they pit, not just if they want to take tires or not, or one of those type deals. So that might add a little bit of strategy to the oval side. But for the most part, the format's staying the same. Half the races are going to be oval road, and then the other half, they're going to be a little bit shorter races than usual because we're going to be adding 3 dirt oval races and 3 rallycross races to make it even more of a straight stock challenge. So
I am looking forward to that. It's one of the things I've never got to broadcast is rally. So this will be really, really fun. I am definitely excited about that.
Yeah, no, hopefully it works out well. I mean, with my rally experience, hopefully that gives me an advantage. But honestly, I don't think anyone's really going to have an advantage. I've already tested these things with a setup, and they're a bit of a handful, but they're pretty fun on the rally courses.
They definitely are. I've raced them on the Charlotte rally course, and wow, it's a beast to drive one of these on that, to say the least. But it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. This season has been awesome. I'm so glad I've been able to be here for it. Looking forward to very much more in the future, and man, a great job to you and to all the drivers.
All right, yeah, thanks a lot, Doug, and thanks a lot to you for broadcasting and all. You're doing great.
Thanks, buddy. Well, there you have it. The plans for next season, Tuesday and Wednesday nights, will be C12 Motorsports. Obviously, as you heard Peeper say, there's a few sponsorship things that have to get worked out. They're very, very close. If you're interested in getting a sponsorship deal with C12 Motorsports, you're talking about hundreds, if not thousands of people seeing the broadcast every week. Between the live views on Facebook and Twitch, between the views on YouTube after the race, between all the YouTube shorts, reels on Facebook and Instagram, your business could get a ton of notice out there. Get in touch. We can put you in touch with Peeper, and hey, it could be an awesome deal for you. All right, just over a minute and a half to go in practice, and what we have seen in practice tells us one thing. Man, this race is gonna get good. You've already seen a lot of, wow, look at that, great save, 3 and 4 wide racing in practice. Just wait till we get into the race. Well, thank you, Kirk, and thank you all so much for being here. Now, obviously, there will be a few weeks off until we come back, so if anybody has a special event on a Wednesday night they need broadcasted, reach out. Otherwise, well, Angie and I will figure something out to entertain you folks. Who knows? We might get Angie flying again. That was highly entertaining. There's a lot of stuff Angie and I have done that she loves to do, just doesn't have, we don't have the time, but with a couple of nights off for a few weeks, we might get out there and get some of it done. All right, practice is over. It's time to go qualifying here in Atlanta and get ready for an epic race. And don't forget, folks, right after the race, the Demo Derby. Patrick Peeper rolls out for his qualifying lap. William Mann Jr. is back. Steven Johnson out on his qualifying run. Aaron Brill out on his. Kenny Storkson out on his qualifying run. Eric and Bob roll out for theirs. I do believe it is Clay Kirchenbauer back in the car for the oval. Kirk Marble out on his qualifying run. Ryan McDaniel out on track. Jaden Dahlberg out on his qualifying run. Andrew Thornton is out on track. Tyler Ott out. Brian Hewitt out qualifying, as well as Austin Ruskoff. Jade Brulliette. And a new driver tonight, Poncho Olivas. And let's hope that the time does not advance. Atlanta does not have lights. Does not look like the time is set to advance, so we should be okay. Chad Johnson has been a force to be reckoned with in these cars. He is out on his qualifying run. Richard Cragen out on track as well. Steven Johnson out on his qualifying run. Looks like only two drivers left to come out for qualifying. Corey Bowdenot, Jacob Morgan. As always, folks, if you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. And any predictions, we'd love to hear them. The big question tonight, this track in a street stock races like Daytona or Talladega in a cup car. So will we have a big one? And if so, when? Qualifying winding down. Kenny Storkson has gone to the party tent. Apparently they do have beer. I have no idea where Aaron Brill is going. Looks like he is going to hide by the safety car. Yep. Storkson is over there joining the party. If you want an autograph, you got about 20 seconds to run to the party tent and get one. Brill got scared by the safety car. He goes back out. Drivers will get a few minutes for warm-up. All the drivers heading out on track, led out by Bob Ross. Susan Mitchell calling Kirchenbauer for the win. Are they doing a pit party or what? Oh, Ryan McDaniel got turned on pit road. That is just about Ryan's luck. All the horsepower rolls out on track. Susan, related to Team Kirchenbauer, cheering them on. Now, last I heard, it was going to be Clay in the car for the race, for the oval race. However, they are still in Indy's paint scheme. So we'll see. Actually, let's see if we can find out who's driving. Hey, Clay, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, I got you.
Hey, so you're in the car for the oval. Your team is up front. Can you get another championship tonight?
I feel like we can. I love this style of loose is fast racing, saving the right rear for when it matters, and we'll see. I think the top line is iffy. So I think it may be a matter of saving your right rear where you can hold the bottom at the end and move forward. But we'll find out. You're going to need help to pass, and but I love how unstable the car is because you really can just stick your nose somewhere and move somebody out of the way.
Well, man, that's awesome. I know it's your kind of race, but I have to ask the obvious question here. Whose championship is it if Team Kirchenbauer wins tonight? Is it a shared title?
I think so. I mean, he ran all the road course races, so he won that. I'm assuming we're in good shape for the combined title, so we'll have to look at that. If we will pull this one off, I guess it'll be a 50-50 because I ran 3 and he ran 3 ovals.
So it still stands that after tonight, regardless, he has more championships in this league than you do at this point.
Yeah, he's been letting me hear about it too.
I'm sure. Well, man, you raised him right, so you get to take a lot of credit for that, buddy.
Oh boy, getting wrecked. Yeah, no, not much credit. He's got a couple tenths on me pretty much everywhere we go. So.
Well, man, good luck tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully Team Kirchenbauer gets another one.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I haven't washed my car all season, so I got looking forward to the demo derby to finish this thing off.
Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate it.
So Clay is back in the car. This is a shared title, so Indy will still be the winningest driver in the Kirchenbauer household in C12 Motorsports. My youngest daughter won a race several years ago. I haven't heard the end of that one yet because her lap time's still faster than mine. Warm-up comes to a close. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The season finale of the Oval Series. Clay Kirchenbauer and Jade Brouillette have the front row. Kirk Marble and Chad Johnson are on the second row. Jaden Dahlberg and Steven Johnson on the third row. Austin Ruskoff, Andrew Thornton on the fourth row. Aaron Brill and Eric W. round out your top 10. Richard Cragen starting in 11th. William Mann Jr. in 12th. Patrick Pieper in 13th. Poncho Olivas in 14th. Tyler Ott in 15th. Ryan McDaniel starting in 16th. Brian Hewitt in 17th. Kenny Storkson in 18th. Corey Badnott in 19th. And Jacob Morgan rounds out the 20-car field here tonight. Everybody rolling. It looks like Steven Johnson will go to the tail end of the field. The blimp unzoomed the camera a little bit for us, so we'll have some great blimp shots for you here tonight as well. Sounds like Jacob Morgan's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hope you guys are ready to go. Don't forget, right after post-race interviews, folks, we've got a demo derby. "45 laps on this mile-and-a-half track. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. The season finale of the Oval Series begins. The 42 car has already gone to pit road. Looked like he might have had a problem on the start. Big push from Kirk Marble as Clay out front. Everybody's settling in. It does take a lap or so to get these cars up to full speed on this track. Patrick Pieper, the other top championship contender, back in 12th place at the moment, bumping Cragen to the lead. Corey Badnott trying different lines out at the back, stays in the draft. A little bit of a divide mid-pack. Clay Kirchenbauer still holds the lead, but everybody's starting to settle in now that they're up to full speed here. Whoa! Clay down off track. Kirk goes up. Clay able to get back in line. That outside line led by Jaden Dahlberg is starting to make some moves. He's got the push from Jade Brouillette. Whoa, we've got some three wide mid-pack. Andrew Thornton all alone up on the high line. Whoa, it gets close. He tries to come back down. Eric is there. Eric rolls out of the throttle, lets him in. Jaden Dahlberg leads the high line, Clay, excuse me, leads that bottom line. Big push from Kirk. Kenny Storkson is working his way up through the field, started in 18th, is now up into 10th. And you can see these cars are not planted at all. Whoa! Wreck in the middle of 1 and 2. Several cars involved. Caution. First caution of the night. Tyler Ott, Aaron Brill, Chad Johnson involved. Several others caught a piece. Let's see what happened. There's Ott in the 8 car. Ryan looks to the high side. Looks like it started further up. Keep an eye on Chad. Oh, they were 3 wide, and it looks like Johnson may have got some of the apron there. Looking down from the blimp. Oh, Johnson got a big bump. Gets to the apron, comes back up. Several cars get collected, including Storkson and Morgan. Tyler Ott, Brian Hewitt, Corey Bowdenot, Ryan McDaniel, Richard Cragen, Patrick Pieper, Austin Ruskoff, all coming in. Andrew Thornton has made it through the field up to 5th. Eric W. up 4 spots into 6th. William Mann Jr. up 5 spots into 7th. Patrick Pieper now up 5 spots into 8th. But Brian Hewitt up 7 spots into 10th. Hewitt does have some damage. Will Hewitt bring it in and get repairs? Actually, no, Hewitt has not been to pit road. I thought I saw where he had. Oh, I stand corrected. Brian Hewitt did make a pit stop. He did not use his fast repair, just trying to get some manual repairs. Lights are out on the pace car. Remember, it'll take him a full lap to get these cars back to full speed here. Everybody stacked back up, ready to go. Pace car is in. Clay in control of the restart. Green flag back in the air. Jaden Dahlberg gets a great launch, nose ahead into 1. But Clay with the big push from Marble pulls back ahead. Andrew Thornton now up into third. A lot of side by. Already some 3 wide. Pieper going to the high side. Oh! Pieper very close to the wall. Everybody's settling in. We were talking about how little grip these cars have and how much of a handful. Oh! Ryan McDaniel pushes up into Jacob. Caution is out. There's Jacob in the 24, heavily damaged. He obviously did. Oh, he comes down a little bit. Ryan gets down to the apron to avoid it, but when he comes up, just slides up, and Jacob gets even more damage to that 24 car. Andrew Thornton now in third. Kirk Marble fakes to pit road. Nobody falls for it. Andrew Thornton up 5 spots into third. William Mann Jr. now up 8 spots into fourth. Brian Hewitt up 6 spots into 11th. Ryan McDaniel up 4 spots into 12th. You didn't use your fast repair yet, did you, Jacob? Two of the biggest movers so far, currently sitting in third and fourth. Patrick Pieper, we saw that 3 wide move. He is now up 4 spots into ninth. Richard Cragen sneaking his way up into 10th. Chad Johnson and Corey Bowdenau both went back into pit road. On their way back out. Looks like Morgan Morgan is still stopped on the backstretch. Chad Johnson has run back down pit road. Another one who looks like he is saving his fast repair, trying to get his crew to do as much as possible. Should be getting 1 to green this time by Lights go out on the pace car. They stack back up. Still 18 cars on the lead lap. Clay Kirchenbauer out front in control. Does appear they have cranked the aggression up to 11 for the season finale. Here we go. Pace car about to hit pit road. He is in. Clay in control. Here we go. Green flag. Back in the air. Steven Johnson looking up high. Holy cow. Chad Johnson on the restart. Chad Johnson is now all the way up to 9th place. We'll take a look at his restart here in a minute. He is obviously on the move back to the front. 3 wide just ahead of him. Watch the 111 of Chad Johnson. He is just catching up to the field when the green flag dropped. He still had some momentum. It is legal to pass on the outside. A couple of close calls, but he charges way up through the field. Side by side, up front, Kirk Marble on the high side. Remember, Kirk was pushing Clay just the first part of this race. Now Clay has Andrew Thornton pushing him. Kirk has Jaden Dolberg giving him the push. Chad Johnson had that big charge we saw a few laps ago, but it looks like the damage that car still has is having an impact. He has dropped back to 12th. Kenny Storkson starting to make his way forward up to 11th. Ryan now into 10th. Hey, good evening, Cody. Kirk Marble and Clay Kirchenbauer. Oh, looks like a bad bump from Dolberg. Sent Kirk up the track. Dolberg takes advantage. Kirk slides back into line, but loses a couple of spots here. Steven Johnson at the back of the lead pack. Riding along in his car, you'll see just how little grip these cars have around this track. This track is bumpy and abrasive. You see of each bump the car shifts. You see Bob Ross up there sliding back and forth. Just not a lot of grip. These cars are a handful at these speeds on a track like this. Marble going to the high side to make it 3 wide. That lead pack has got a bit of a breakaway. Patrick Pieper, the last car in that lead group. Richard Cragen leads the second pack, 3.5 seconds back. As Eric has had a problem. Eric has suddenly started losing a bunch of ground. See if we can see what happened to Eric. Oh! Eric came up into Kirk. They both get stuck on the wall in turns 1 and 2. And man, they lost momentum and positions. Those two who have been up battling for the lead since the drop of the green are gonna need a caution to get back in the fight. I almost got it out of turn 2. Thornton got loose onto the apron but saves it. Cody, he definitely could have used you pushing there, buddy. Steven Johnson looks like in avoiding that incident a moment ago, lost touch, dropping out of the lead pack. Now the lead pack, only 6 cars at the moment. Tyler Ott, Kenny Storkson, Richard Cragen, Corey Bowdnot all getting hooked up, trying to regain a little bit of ground. They are closing in on 7th place Steven Johnson very rapidly. If they get single file, they might, oh, never mind. I guess they decided single file wasn't going to happen. Clay Karchemeier still in the lead. Jaden Dahlberg leads that high line. But as that high line gets some more grip as they lay down more rubber, at the line it was Dahlberg that outside. Oh! Dahlberg got a bit of a bad bump there. Looks like that outside line is starting to build up some rubber and some speed. That second group was gaining ground on the lead pack. But since going side by side, they are not. They will catch Steven Johnson here in just a moment. But they are 4.5 seconds behind the lead pack. It'll take all 5 of them getting single file, working together to run them down. Andrew Thornton loses it out of 4. Was it a bad bump? He saves it, is back up. Thornton right behind Clay. Oh, Dahlberg came down, just bumped doors and sent him. Great save by Thornton, but he did lose the lead draft, it looks like. Thornton might actually be hanging on to just a little bit of that lead draft. Richard Cragen now leading that second group. They are 4.1 seconds back. Storkson and Cragen have gotten single file. If they can get the rest of them single file, they still have time. Clay still out front, Pieper right behind. Those are the two championship contenders. But it looks like to win the championship, Pieper will have to beat Clay by about 3 positions. Andrew Thornton appears to be hanging on to the lead draft at the moment. That second pack, though, they are losing ground to the leaders. Aaron Brill leads a third pack. But this group is a group of damaged cars. Pieper has pushed Clay out to the front. William Mann Jr. trying to push Dahlberg on the high side. That second group now 5.1 seconds back. They could still reel in the leaders if they work together, but they are running out of time rapidly. And anything could happen in this final 10 laps, especially when these guys turn up the heat. That second pack still battling it out. Aaron Brill leading that third pack. They are actually gaining ground on that second pack. They are 3.6 seconds back and they are gaining rapidly. Aaron Brill may bring that third group up to the second group. Now the second group went single file, but it may be too little too late. They are 6 seconds back from the lead pack, but they have gone single file. Storkson and Steven Johnson. Holy cow. Steven Johnson there, second in line. Storkson was giving him a push, has got a little too low. They get him straightened out and get back up onto the track. Great save by both drivers. Holy cow, 4 wide for the lead. Whoa. That got spicy. Patrick Pieper comes out of that 4 wide situation up front. Now Dahlberg has the advantage on the bottom line with the push from Jade Brilliant. Out of turn 4, will they go back 3 wide? No. Patrick Pieper has the nose out front. There's a wreck behind. Steven Johnson and Eric involved. No caution yet. There's Eric in the... Oh, Eric drifts up. Gets into Steven. Steven Johnson there up top. Looks like Brian Hewitt got a piece of it, but saves it. Steven Johnson losing body panels. They clear the racing surface, no caution. Oh, Clay started looking to the outside out of 4. Pieper got the wall. Dahlberg got loose. Clay is looking for somewhere to go. He's going to go up the middle. Every mistake. Jade gets bumped. He is off track. He keeps his momentum. He'll slide back in line, but Clay goes to the lead up top. Jaden still fighting on the bottom. Two laps to go. Clay Kirchenbauer led at the line. Lap traffic may come into play. Dahlberg has the advantage out of 2 down the backstretch. And they are 3 wide. Jade doing everything he can. Pieper looks to the high side. Jade goes to the lead. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Clay on the high side, push from Pieper. Jade Brullier on the bottom. Oh! Jade and Dahlberg in trouble. Pieper in trouble. It's a 3-car battle. Clay up top. Oh, Jade bumping doors. It's gonna be a fight. Kirchenbauer comes home in second and wins the championship. William Mann Jr. comes home in third. What a finish! Well, that got chaotic. Let's take a quick look. Patrick Pieper up top. Jaden Dahlberg looks like he got a bad bump. Looks like Pieper got a bad bump as well. You can tell they're all right on the... Oh, Brouillette gets bumped off track and saves it. Man, what a wild finish. All right, let's talk to our top three. Remember, folks, Demo Derby coming up momentarily. William,
Didn't work out.
William,
How's it going?
back on the podium, and you dang sure earned your nickname tonight.
Hey man, when white flag came out, I started using the bumper. I was nice before then.
Well, you definitely did use the bumper a lot on that last lap. Things definitely got a bit exciting out there.
Yeah, man. That was a freaking blast. I was just hoping the 21 was going to go up the track a little bit. I was going to squeeze on, make my own little pass through the grass there at the end. But they kept momentum going. I couldn't get by.
You better turn right and go join the Demo Derby.
Oh, I definitely am. I just figured I'd get some new tires on it, you know. My own little cold trickle.
I don't know that it'll let you, but great job, buddy. Congratulations.
Oh, man, I appreciate you. Yeah, it didn't let me. Oh, well.
Yeah,
We're going to tear them up anyway.
Full send, man.
I appreciate it.
William Mann Jr. comes home in third. Clay coming home in second and winning the title. Clay, it wasn't the win, but it was the championship.
Man, that's about the most fun I've had on iRacing. That was wild. Just all the strategy with Pat racing me for the title. I knew he probably wasn't going to help me when it mattered, and so trying to strategize all that. And when I lost the lead, I don't know if somebody hit me or if I just got loose, but it was a big moment there. But man, what a race! That was awesome.
Well, man, it was a great job, a great season. You and Indy definitely earned this title. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, Doug. See you in a few weeks.
And our winner, Jade Brouillette. Jade, congratulations. I don't think wins get much closer than that, bud.
My heart is racing, man. That was too much.
I can imagine, dude. You'd had your hands full. There was once, I think, with about 2 to go when you got bumped off the track down to the apron, slid it back up, held on to the lead, and man, you guys were banging doors all the way from the entry to 3 to the start-finish line.
Yeah, banging doors, but we kept it clean, which for the most part, I think those final 6, we stayed together for the last 20 or so laps, and that was awesome. And coming to white flag, I said, whatever happens, great racing, boys, because it was definitely a lot of fun.
Oh, man, it was a lot of fun to watch for us, too. Congratulations, your first win. I'm sure first of many. Great job.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it.
Jade Brouillette pulls off the win, and now, folks, any moment, chaos will break loose. Take a deep breath, because things are about to get exciting. And hey, guess what? We have permission to interview drivers during the demo derby. Let's see if we can get a hold of one of them now. Jaden, it's Doug. You got me? Hey, Jaden, it's Doug in the booth. You got me, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, obviously a wild race tonight, and you were up there in the fight the whole time. First off, great job, and secondly, who are you aiming for here momentarily?
Man, I don't know. That was a blast. We were laughing our asses off, to be honest. I mean, you can't get any cleaner than that. That was good, clean, hard racing at the front, and yeah.
Well, now you get to go wreck everybody that you've raced with for the last few weeks. Do you have a target in mind?
Well, obviously the beer drinking man, Kenny Storkson. That's the main target here.
That's a very, very good target, and you know he's probably more worried about the beer than wrecking. So you'll definitely get a good shot at him.
Yeah, he's got some background in this stuff.
Well, that could be trouble, man. Have some fun out there, and congratulations, great season.
Thank you.
And obviously the chaos is underway. Chad Johnson trying to run away. Richard Cragen trying to run away. Corey Bowden, wait a minute, Ryan McDaniel. Ryan's already had a good hit. Oh, Ott got Ryan. Eric W. out there with Bob Ross. Let's see if we can get a word with Eric. Hey, Eric, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Roger.
Hey, first off, who is your main target for this?
You know, I really don't have a target. I'm just going to go drive backwards and see who I can hit.
I have to ask the obvious question. How much is Bob Ross screaming right now?
Oh, he's not screaming. It's a happy time.
Happy little crashes, I reckon.
Oh, certainly.
Well, man, I have to say, you've had a great season. It's been a ton of fun watching you race. Great job, and looking forward to the next one.
Oh, yeah, thank you. No, I'm looking forward to next gens, too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It definitely will. Good luck out here, buddy.
Thank you.
Chaos and anarchy everywhere. Austin Ruskopf, a bit of a mess there. Oh! Wow, that new driver, Poncho, man, he's sent it in there. Oh, Chad Johnson has found his way back to the battle, but looks like that engine about to let go. Oh, brilliant. And Kirk Marble. Jacob Morgan sent it in there hard. Hey, Jacob, it's Doug. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I was going to ask a question, but I think I know the answer to it. Obviously out here having a little fun smashing cars up. Do you have a target?
Ryan McDaniel, where are you at, boy?
Man, it's been a great season. You've had some great runs.
Somebody got him.
Oh, yeah, they did. Man, you've had a great season. It's always awesome to see you, but I have to say, you need to go back to letting me pick your paint job. You did a heck of a lot better then.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, another great season, buddy. Have some fun. Congratulations.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Jacob Morgan out there. Oh, he finally gets a shot at Ryan. Ruskopf's hood is up. see if we can dial up his in-car camera before somebody hits him. Yeah, he can't see any. Oh, I got his hood fixed. Oh, that's a plus. Aaron Brill appears to still be going. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Aaron, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I've been asking everybody this. Do you have a primary target here?
If it has 4 wheels, that's a target.
Man, it's been an awesome season. You've had some great runs out there. Just a little bit of luck would have really made a huge difference. I have to ask, how much did you enjoy this season?
You know what? This season was awesome with the way Pat organized everything and the group of guys that we were able to round up. It was a lot of good guys. A lot kept the tempers under control. We were just here to have some fun. But I'm looking forward to the next season for this.
Well, it's going to be great to see you back in the next gens in a few weeks and back in these in a few weeks after that, man. Great season and great job. Go hit somebody.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Duck.
Hey, good evening, Steven Seams. How are you, buddy? Corey Boundin on that, I think his left front may be locked up here. He definitely is having problems turning. Several cars appear to already be out. Looks like Austin Ruskoff is out and Chad Johnson finally out. Ryan McDaniel still limping along. Jaden Dahlberg, I'm not 100% sure that car is even running. Brian Hewitt appears to be dead. But Corey Boudinot is still rolling despite the appearance of some handling issues. See if we can get a word with Corey. Hey Corey, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
How much does that car have left in it? It's obviously got some handling problems.
Yeah, she don't have steering, so we're using the clutch and clutch dumping her.
Well, I reckon whatever works, man. It's been a great season, but getting out here into this demo derby, did you have a specific target?
Not really, just tire shots on anybody.
Well, it looks like you've gotten quite a few. We've seen you get quite a few, man. Great season, and look forward to seeing you in many more.
Yeah, hopefully.
Man, great job. Congratulations on an awesome season, buddy. At Corey Boudinot, just clutch dumping her to try and keep it rolling. I don't know. Does not appear many of these cars are still able to run. So as we leave you with this view, we will call it a night. Thank you guys so much for being with us all season. Thank you to the drivers for an awesome season. We look forward to seeing you all back tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, for Home Motorsports. And until then, everybody, have a great night.